Hi, beautiful people. For me, it is January 1st, 10:55 p.m. So the first day of this year. This is an incredibly vulnerable video for me because it highlights my biggest insecurity, which is my acne. As you can see, it is so inflamed right now. There is just a pimple on every surface area of my skin, and it escalated exponentially in just 2 weeks. This may have to be up there for one of my worst skin moments. With me and my acne, what I found is that I'll have really good moments where it's almost perfectly clear and then it'll just randomly get bad again. This time around though, I do kind of have an idea of why it started getting bad. Essentially over summer, when I was in Japan, my mom had me see my uncle's like pharmacist friend, and he looked at all of the products I was using in my skincare and was basically like, these are so bad for you, you're not using these. Put me on a Japanese skincare and it worked. Obviously, like I had breakouts here and there, but they were super minor, and I recently started running out of all of my products. It's hard because a lot of them I can't get because they're not sold here. So for instance, for the face wash, it's prescription only as well, so I can't get it. And then I also ran out of my lotion, and I had to use a couple of substitute products, and maybe that was making my skin worse. I think that was kind of the catalyst of my skin starting to break out, and then I honestly don't know why it got so bad as it did. But basically the idea of this video is that I want to document my entire acne journey this month, because I made a video about the struggles of having acne, but it's not the same as living through it. When I first started breaking out again, it did hit me pretty hard because I think I was having a really good streak since September of months of good skin, and I basically forgot what it was like to have bad skin. And then my skin got bad again and it all came rushing back. But because my skin has already been so bad before, you would think that I would be equipped to handle it again. But it's so hard when you finally feel like you're healed and you have this like false hope just for you to feel like you're back in square one. What pains me the most is that it will take months for me to clear my skin and only a couple days or weeks to decimate all of the progress I made. And so I just want to document it, because also trying new products and that journey of even getting your skin clear is so scary, because then you have to go through purging phases, and then you don't even know if it's purging because sometimes it might just be like your skin getting bad. And unfortunately, the most important thing about dealing with acne is having patience, because a lot of it is time. So after I really started breaking out, I was really insecure. I came home for winter break and I didn't even want to see people because I was like, oh my gosh, my skin is so bad. I won't go outside. That's all they're gonna notice. They're gonna notice that my skin is so much worse than the last time they saw me. Deep down, I do still have those thoughts and insecurities, but now I'm at a point where I don't care again. Skin is just skin, and I want to be a beautiful person, not a beautiful face. I want my beauty to not be just skin deep. And I think that is a great lesson that acne teaches you, that you're not just your physical looks, because that's not my identity. Like, my identity isn't how I look. My identity is who I am, how I treat people, what my morals and values are, who my loved ones are, and who I am as a person. Anyway, so this is just the day one. I'm gonna also take progress pictures so that way we can see how it looks on the first day of the month, and then also compare it to the last day of the month. So what my skincare is right now, in the morning I use this 4% wash from Target that my mom got me, because she said it's the same exact ingredients as the Japanese one that I ran out of. And the thing is, she said that about a different face wash from Amazon, and that genuinely burned my skin. Like, it would make me itch so bad. And so I was really scared to try this one, but it hasn't made my face itch. But also, I've only been using it for 3 days and I'm not really seeing any changes, so we're just gonna keep using that as of right now. And then after that, I use this cream from Japan. It's one of the creams that the Japanese pharmacist recommended, so I'm using that. And then I use the Orbeez moisturizer, and then after I followed up with the CeraVe moisturizer. For my nighttime skincare routine, I first go in with micellar water to take off my makeup. Then I use the e.l.f. cleanser just for my eyes though, for my mascara. And then after that, I use this Fankle oil cleanser. After that, I use this Japanese acne cream because the pharmacist recommended different gel, and honestly it's been working. But then when my face started breaking out like this, it was just drying out my skin on my chin, so I switched to this cream and we're trying that out. But also I haven't seen any progress, so I don't know. And then after that, I use the Orbeez moisturizer again, and then I try to follow that up with the CeraVe lotion. but I have so many acne patches on my face that most of the times I skip it. And if you're going through acne, just know you're not alone, because clearly I am going through it right now. It doesn't really look like it did anything. Okay, this one looks like it did more than the other one. It's like my blob of acne patches. This is how my skin looks after all that. Yeah, like they look like they've gone down a bit. This is my first rant because I have work today right now, remotely. I have a meeting at 8:20 with cameras on and I don't know what to do. Because normally I just don't wear makeup, but this is my first meeting with my camera on since my skin's gotten bad. I'm very tempted to just put on my tinted sunscreen and then wash it off like right after the meeting and do my skincare. It's just a meeting with like 4 men who are in their 30s. But it's just like insecurities, you know? I'm too tired, I don't know. Logically, it's like, don't do it. But like looking at my face in the camera, it's like, oh. So I did a test call on Teams. It's bad, but it's not that bad compared to obviously how my camera looks. So I'm just gonna put pimple patches again real quick on the pimples that are super duper noticeable. My whole face looks so red on my camera. I'm gonna do this, and then I'm gonna cover my face with my hair like this. So I should brush my hair too. This is the life of someone with acne. And if you're watching this and you never dealt with acne, I feel like it's things that you probably wouldn't have ever thought of that are problems, but yeah. Yes. Update, I finished the call and I realized that I was just being silly because nobody cares. And that's the thing. In your head, it's so much bigger than it is, but then after you get it over with, you realize that it's never that bad and it's never that deep. Hi guys, here is how my skin is looking. I thought I would document because I just got out of the shower and I had to go downstairs to go blow dry my hair, and I felt so insecure and embarrassed to go downstairs because one of my roommates is there and she would not judge. But right now, having my acne back, I find it hardest to face the people that I know because they saw my skin before break started when it was like pretty much clear, and all of a sudden it's like this. I think it's just so much more noticeable since there was that break of time. I didn't even like say hi. I just went downstairs and blow dried my hair and came back up, but then I ended up bumping into her and it was normal. There wasn't some big dramatic reveal where she looked at my skin. Oh, I hate how acne makes you so paranoid because I genuinely forgot how bad it is until I'm reliving it, which is so great, so great. It's like years of really bad memories coming back to me and I'm like, oh fuck, I forgot how bad and how hard it was to have acne. We go back to school tomorrow, Monday. I didn't realize, but I think a little part of me had this hope that my skin was gonna be better when I came back, because now it feels really real. When my skin was bad, I was at home with my parents and my brother who don't care, and that I don't care if they see it. But now I'm back at school. I have to be constantly surrounded by people my age again, and I have to face all of the people I know and that I'm close to and that I'm not close to, and honestly I'm really scared. But I do want to say though, I did talk about my skin with Chelsea and Claire. It was a good reminder that people don't actually care. Something that Chelsea said when we were talking, she said, I don't see your acne. When I look at you, I just see you. And Claire even was like, I didn't even notice your skin got bad. Like, to me, you're just you. Your face is you. Like, I don't notice when it goes good or bad. I hope that offers some comfort to you, because that offered a lot of comfort to me that my loved ones don't care. Something that does suck though is that it hurts. When I was showering, it hurt to wash it. When I smile, it hurts because it's all here. So yeah, that sucks. But overall, does it matter? It's just something on my face. Like, it's just my skin. Like, what? Like, you know? Like, I know I flip-flop, but that's just how I deal with acne. Like, one minute I wallow and then the next minute I'm like, okay, but, and I really try to rationalize. And this is me rationalizing this moment. I'm sure you're gonna see more of me throughout this week, because this is the first week back where I'm really gonna have to confront my skin and my insecurities with it. So this is off to a great start. Joking about it like this and kind of talking about it again is a great reminder that it's not that deep. And if you're also like have those moments where you start spiraling and really feeling insecure, like remind yourself skin is skin. It's just an organ that is covering your body, and that is okay. I felt the need to vlog this because I look like the ceiling of a 6-year-old who went fucking crazy with their neon glow in the dark stars. And actually you can't see it, but I have a lot of clear ones on this side of the face. This is my coping mechanism because then I go to bed thinking like, oh my god, when I wake up my skin is gonna be so much better. It's called delusion. That's what it's called. This is me reminding you what you need to do to cope, because it is a struggle to deal with the really big insecurity. So this is just one of my crazy tactics. This is post acne patches. I swear it always looks pretty bad in the morning because it's just super inflamed. It's like, oh. Wait, it's so hard just looking at yourself in the mirror. It doesn't look like it's getting any better. Oh my god. Anyways, I felt myself starting to spiral a bit because I was like, oh my gosh, my skin isn't getting better. I don't know how to fix it. I don't know if it'll ever be fixed. What products do I need to try? Do I have to live with this again for months? It's so hard, but I need to remember too, it's not that deep. It's not that deep. Like, okay, I have red dots on my fucking face, and what? And what? I finished getting ready and I did the most because I felt so fucking crappy because of my damn skin and because it is Monday and school is starting and I don't have classes today, but I have a club meeting, and that one I'm not that scared for, but it's just like the idea of seeing people. So I painted my nails and I love this shade of yellow. I think it makes me so happy, and then putting chrome on it elevates it a little bit. And then this is my fit. These jeans. I love this necklace. I just got it from en route. This is how my skin's looking with my makeup. Like, logically in my head I know it doesn't matter, but then I still feel shit. Really, the only reason we all feel this way is because of the continual portrayal of acne in media. Like, everyone pre-glow up has acne. We're sold so many ads saying, oh, we'll cover your blemishes. Can I just live? Like, can I be okay with my acne?
favorite spot ever, and being outside away from like social media and mirrors reminded me like genuinely it actually was not that deep. That's not what life is about, and in the grand scheme of things, like, look at how pretty that is. Like, who freaking cares? Go outside, because it'll be a great reminder that it's a lot worse to yourself, but normal people and people living the real world will not give a flying.
Hey guys, I am currently going through it. Not even just my skin, also just in my life and mentally. I have so much on my plate again. This is generally the same as when I was burning out last quarter. My skin is really reflecting how I feel internally, and I'm pretty sure that the stress is not helping. And it's like I'm already going through so much mentally, and adding on this and my insecurities, it's definitely not helping. Inside I'm like crying, but externally I just can't get myself to do it. But it's literally 1:16 a.m. and I have to wake up at 6:30 again for my internship. And my skin, I really just want to cry, but I can't. I'm hoping this month is just like a little novel, and this is when the protagonist is like going through shit in hell, and then in a couple clips I'm gonna be living life to the fullest.
I'm filming on my phone because I just got off of work. I feel like my emotions are so all over the place with this video, but the only thing you need to take away from this is that at night I'm most likely crashing out, and then in the morning I'm fine, and that's just me. If you get to know me, that's me. But anyways, I'm feeling better. I put some pimple patches on my face. These pimples were so open and I didn't want to put makeup on them. Then I'm wearing such a cute fit today. It's like my yellow long sleeve, and then with my blue jacket, which I think butter yellow and dark blue is such a great combo. The reason I'm filming this is because I started reading this book called Tuesdays with Maury, and actually Claire put me on because she started reading it. One of the things that really struck with me, this isn't verbatim, but I'm trying to get close. It's something about how like we spend so much time shaping our bodies, you know, like doing sit-ups and crunches, all for nature to eventually just take it away, and then in the end it never really mattered. And I think that applies a lot to our beauty, and he talks about like how that's just the culture. Like, we think we have to look pretty, but at the end of the day, beauty does not matter. How we look doesn't matter. Like, what matters is the people we love and how we treat people. And I was like, yeah, honestly, who cares? Because at the end of the day, we care because the culture is built like that. We're constantly told we need to be this, we need to be that. And the only reason it's like that is because they want to sell us something. Oh, you need to have thicker hair? Here's a product for that. Oh, you want to be skinnier? Here's a product for that. But it doesn't matter. And that's my thing. Okay, I need to eat and go to class. Bye.
Hey guys, it is Thursday, so it's officially been a week since January 1st. And so this is my first weekly progress check-in. Also, it is 2 a.m. and I have to wake up at 6, so yeah, that's gonna be really fun. I feel like it looks a little bit better, but like kind of the same, so let's see. Cause why did my skin get worse? Oh my god. I should not have done this at 2 a.m. because that is when I'm most mentally unstable. But I kind of like low-key thought it was getting better, but like what? It's like this specific area is like what is happening, and then this cluster, and you know that like it only takes 2 weeks for it to get like this, and it'll take like years to recover from the scarring and pigmentation. I don't even know what to do right now, because when I was on TikTok I was looking up a bunch of acne solutions, acne creams, and then I came across a TikTok that was like, be gentle with your skin and be patient and like don't try to switch. And I do have to remind myself that I just started the skincare routine a week ago. I know it's kind of getting worse, but that is the biggest lesson about acne, is that you just have to be patient. So I think I'm just gonna keep doing what I'm doing. I'm going to Big Bear with me and like some friends. They're friends from like a club that I was in, and I haven't seen a couple of them in months. I think I'm like just so exhausted that I can't even give a fuck. Like I think in the moment I was like, and then right now I'm just like, I'm so tired. Oh, I just feel so defeated again. I hate this feeling. Okay, I'm just gonna cut the vlog here because I'm just whatever. Good morning. I just finished my makeup and I'm starting to break out again on my forehead, which I thought it has subdued a bit, but apparently not. I think genuinely this trip and next week, because next week I have another retreat. I think both of these honestly be the biggest test in confronting my acne and my insecurities, because right now I'm feeling a little like not my best. I'm feeling pretty insecure right now. It's funny because one of my friends was texting me about how he was breaking out and he was stressing over it, and I think that made me more nervous, because I feel like when you yourself have an insecurity about something, you notice it on other people, not in a judgmental way, but in a way where you notice because it's something that you care so deeply about. If you're insecure about your skin, you're gonna look at other people's skin. If you're insecure about like your facial features, you're gonna look at that same facial feature on other people because it's something you're so fixated on. So that being said, I'm scared because he's like, oh, my breakout's so bad, but mine is like 100 million times worse, and I know it. I don't know. This is just me like being insecure again. But yeah, it's hard to watch back like my old videos and see how drastically different my skin was like not even that long ago. Like, let me see if I can find a photo. Okay, this is with makeup on. This is November 30th. So around like a month and a week. You can see my acne scars, but other than that, my skin was like smooth. And like what happened? Literally, this is November 28th, and you can see my skin texture better on this because this was on my camera. And again, it's with makeup. Like literally, my skin was so clear. Literally, what? I think that's why I'm honestly having such a hard time with it, is because everyone saw me with clear skin, and now in my head everyone's gonna notice that my skin's so bad now. Such a roller coaster, because also I'm only filming the like moments where I either feel good or feel bad, right? And I don't film the in-betweens. That's not realistic. I can't film my entire day. But in the in-between moments, it's kind of like a neutral thing where I'm just like, don't care about my acne. So I know it seems very 0 to 100. Like either I'm feeling super great or super bad. But there are those in-between moments that I'm just not filming, you know? Hey guys, so update. I'm at our retreat. I'm washing my face right now. And yesterday was my first night and I didn't film it because it honestly wasn't too bad. I took off my makeup and I put on my skincare and pimple patches and it was chill. Like I was very self-conscious about it when I first walked out and like kept hiding my face with my hoodie. But like after 10 minutes or 15 minutes, it's just like whatever. And then when I woke up, I felt a little bit self-conscious again, and that comes and goes in waves. Like sometimes I'll think about it and be like, oh shoot, I have so many pimple patches on my face is so red. Thank God, but the girls have their own separate bathrooms. I can do my skincare and makeup in peace. I'm feeling really insecure because someone I know is at the gym, but I haven't seen them since like freshman year. I'll talk about it later. Like logically, I know it's really fucking stupid. And when I explain it, it's gonna sound even stupider. It's just so hard to deal with insecurities. They're not rational creatures. But basically, from what you saw in the clip, I saw someone I knew at the gym that I hadn't seen in a while. And I was stressed because the last time they saw me, my skin was clear. And I haven't talked to them in a super long time. And to walk you through the thought process of my insecurity-driven mind, I was just scared that he was gonna see my face and immediately notice the change of acne. And then, I don't even know, because then when I get to that point of conclusion, right? You're like, okay, then what? And then it's like, oh, he's gonna, what, think I'm ugly? I don't even care. He's gonna hate me or think less of me. Like, really, I don't, like, I know I don't care. Because I'm not even friends with him anymore. But it's just like I genuinely skipped certain workouts to avoid this person. I can't explain the anxiety. I was just so anxious. I was texting Chelsea because I couldn't even like look at my surroundings because I was scared I was gonna see them. It was so bad. I don't know why I was so anxious. I was just feeling so self-conscious and so insecure, and I hate this feeling. Like I genuinely hate it. I skipped a workout and just went home because I didn't even want to do it because I was feeling so anxious. When you finally walk through everything, you realize it really doesn't matter, but you still feel shitty. Like I still feel shitty even after walking through my thought process. And I don't know, I really didn't want to, oh, I'm gonna start crying. I've never wanted to experience these emotions again after my first time really dealing and struggling with acne. It's like so cruel to let me clear up my skin after having really bad episodes to just give me a bad episode again. Genuinely such an awful thing to experience because I had a taste of what clear skin was again. I think my insecurities have come back tenfold. The first really bad era and time period of my acne, it was gradual. Like it was bad and then it progressively got worse, right? But this time it's like it was clear and then it just got bad. And that is so much harder to deal with. Oh my god, I'm feeling so shit. Okay, I'm just gonna go take a shower right now because I really do want to end each shitty feeling with like a reminder to myself of why it doesn't matter. Not only for you guys and for anyone who may be watching this because they resonate with this, but also I don't want to give it more power than it already has over me. And that wallowing in those self-deprecating feelings isn't gonna do me any good. And I need to like essentially snap out of it, which is talked about in the book Tuesdays with Maury, which is when you let yourself feel that shitty feeling for a minute, you let yourself sit with it and familiarize with it, and then you recognize that you already know this feeling and you can walk away from it because you already have experienced it before. And I have experienced this before. I've experienced this time and again. Should be like my old fucking best friend. I'm gonna go shower now and hopefully come back with a clearer head. So I started watching Cloud 9 because I needed a comfort show, but I ended up putting pimple patches on this side of my face. This side I haven't done yet. Why does it look so much worse on my camera? Holy shit. In my mirror, my skin does not look this bad. Oh my god. I was low-key chilling and then I looked at my little viewfinder and I hate having a good camera. This is so... Oh my god, I don't know what to do. So I have a dilemma because my skincare routine I feel isn't working for me right now, especially the face wash that I use. It's benzoyl peroxide. I've used products before that had benzoyl peroxide. I used pinoxyl, I used the 5% and the 10%, and neither of those worked. And the only reason why I'm trying this now is because my mom said it has the same ingredients as the Bepio wash that I'm pretty sure it either helps clear my skin or is the main motivator. Because as soon as I ran out, 2 weeks after, my skin instantly was just awful. But I can't get it again because it's in Japan and it has to be prescribed. Anyway, so my mom gave me this wash, but I just don't think it's working. And then I looked it up online. How long does it take to see an acne product work? According to SLMD skincare, benzoyl peroxide takes 4 to 6 weeks. These timelines show when you expect to see the first signs of improvement. That's why dermatologists recommend giving any acne regimen at least 8 to 12 weeks before judging results. So I'm really fighting the urge to like completely scrap my skincare routine right now because I don't know. I like don't know, and it sucks because the waiting game is so hard. Generally, my patience has run out so thin. It's not even the fact that like visually it pains me, but also just physically to the touch, it hurts. Every bump is throbbing. I'm just like mad right now. Like I was sad and then now I'm like freaking mad because I just have to wait and endure this for however long. I'm just gonna go now and finish watching Cloud9 because I can't do this right now. Okay guys, it is the next day. I'm doing my makeup right now and I'm not done, but this is how it's looking so far. I put blush on because one of the things that I used to do when I had really bad acne was that I wouldn't put on blush because I was scared that if I put on blush it would accentuate my pimples, accentuate any redness I had, because the whole point of, you know, foundation and concealer was to hide my redness, and so I felt like blush defeated that purpose. But anyways, who cares? I'm gonna do it anyways. That's my favorite part. I'm not gonna rob myself of the joys of blush. So in terms of how I'm feeling today, it's just like mentally exhausting because I'm constantly flip-flopping between feeling like
absolute shit, I hate my skin, I hate everything, I hate the world, whatever,
and then to being like,
no one gives a fuck, I don't give a fuck, it's not that deep, skin is skin.
on any given day, I think I switch between those two emotions probably like 6 times. One thing will make me feel really shitty, one thing will randomly just make me feel fine and like nothing matters. That part is definitely exhausting because when I took off my skincare this morning, I felt really shit because that's when my skin is the most aggravated, it's the most red. And then putting on makeup does help me. Like right now I feel fine. I think like the whole point of this video, I was originally gonna title it Clearing My Acne, but I feel like that's not fitting anymore because I mean, yes, I'm trying to, but at the same time, I think this is a bigger journey of me accepting my skin as it comes and as it is, and really fighting through that insecurity and realizing that skin doesn't matter, acne doesn't matter, physical beauty does not matter. I think we are all so fixated on how we look, and I think this will really teach me how to prioritize the more important things in life and the more important things about myself. Or at least I'm hoping. So one of the things that I mentioned in my acne rant is that music really helps me just gain confidence and feel better. When I first had really bad acne, Feather and Espresso were my 2 go-tos. I think Yes and by Ariana Grande fits this better. Because like, yes, I have acne, and something my friend said that really resonated with me yesterday was that if you think about what you want on your tombstone, no one's gonna give a single fuck about the condition of your skin. No one's gonna be like, oh, the girl who had acne. And then on top of that, that's not how I want to be remembered. I want to be remembered for how kind and loving I am, and I don't need my skin to be clear to be that person, you know? I'm gonna play the music, but I don't want to get copyrighted. You're just gonna get me singing with copyright-free music. Expecting to pick up my camera and vlog something again. I was on my little iPad and I got a notification that my friend tagged me in a post. It's a photo of us all at retreat together, but it's like right after we woke up. Oh, I look so bad. Oh my god. This is my worst nightmare. I'm already dealing with my insecurities, but to have it posted, that's the worst thing I could have asked for. Right. I don't even have time to talk. It's 3 a.m. I have to wake up in 3 hours, and so I'm gonna get 2.5 hours of sleep, and I've been awake for 19 hours, but my skin is so much worse, and I'm gonna cry, and I'm so going through it. It's like, why is it so bad? So, crazy thought, and I thought I would document this because acne makes you actually feel like you're going crazy, and maybe it is the fact that I got 3 hours of sleep yesterday. But first off, I was originally crashing out about my acne, which I didn't film because I had to go to work and I barely put on makeup and I put on my glasses, and I wasn't as self-conscious because my coworkers are all in their 30s, 40s, have children. They do not care about my acne. And then I came home, did my makeup, and then I went out to this meeting with these people that I've never met. And I honestly felt very self-conscious walking out the door, which I feel like, you know, when it's bad when even makeup kind of doesn't really help all that much. There'll be moments where I'm reminded that acne isn't my defining feature. It's really easy to convince yourself that it is, and it's really easy to convince yourself that people care that much about your physical looks. But meeting all these new people and vibing with them the way that I was vibing and getting to meet them and they're all so nice, making genuine connections, it doesn't matter what my skin looks like. I flip-flop between wanting to actually peel off my skin like an onion because I'm so fed up with it, and then right now I honestly was like, oh, my skin's kind of looking good, right? Oh, actually, don't answer that if you think it's a no because I don't want to hear it. But I was like, I want to take advantage of the fact that my skin is bad and really ingrain the lesson that physical looks don't matter, so that even when my skin is clear, I remember that. When I noticed that, oh, maybe my skin's improving a little bit, I was kind of like, I don't think I'm ready yet. Because I still fully feel that if my skin cleared up now, my confidence would shoot up 10 million times. Which is natural, yes. But I want it to be so that my confidence is the same regardless of how my skin looks. And right now, that's just not where it's at. In my acne video, I talk about how my freshman year winter, when my skin was the worst that it ever was, I didn't really gaff. That was wrong. I was talking to Chelsea, I was talking to Claire, and I genuinely think I trauma blocked how bad and how low my mental health and self-confidence was at that time. And I don't think I ever fully learned the lesson that I thought I learned. Because I thought, oh yeah, back then I learned how to live with my acne, I accepted it. I don't think I did. I think it got better and I moved on like it never happened. And now that I'm here, I want to really learn, even if it's the hard way, that physical looks don't matter. Because they don't. They really don't. Even in small interactions, no one treats you any differently. I am still the same person. The way I act around new people is still the same. The way I act around my friends is still the same. Like, it doesn't change. Your energy changes because you feel more self-conscious and the way you carry yourself changes. But that's all just in your head, you know? I want to say this now so that even when it is really bad and I'm crashing out, in the back of my head, I know that this is a lesson to be learned. And I think it's a great way to shift your perspective. We're so ingrained to think that, especially I think for women, that our looks are our most important asset. And especially with all the gorgeous women we see on social media all the time, it's so hard to feel like your self-worth is anything outside of that. Girl, guy, your physical looks don't define you. It doesn't matter. And if you find people who do think it matters and who do care, they're not the right people in your life. Like, I would not want to be surrounded by people like that. Yeah, so that's my little TED talk before I crash out in the next, whatever, 3 clips. Yeah, probably. Okay, bye guys. If you couldn't tell, I was freaking crying. And I can't believe this is actually happening when I'm making this vlog, so this is great. But I am at retreat and I was feeling really self-conscious. Not like that much, but like, you know, like a little bit. And when I was at Sabrina's place, because I went to LA early, when I woke up in the morning, I felt so self-conscious of my skin that I immediately had to do my makeup. But anyways, I was feeling like better, and then I had to go get the pizza with 2 of my friends. And while we're waiting, this woman comes up to me, hands me a card, and says, "This is for your skin." Like, and this literally happened like not even 15 minutes ago, and she was like an esthetician or a makeup artist or something, and I just like go like this. I'm like, no, I don't need it. And then I go into my friend's car and I start crying. Duh, because to have your biggest like insecurity realized, like I'm already struggling with it and that doesn't help. But then I was ranting to my friends about it, and then I talked about the time how this has already happened to me. And if you watch my ranting video, like I talk about it, but this has happened to me before, like last year when my skin was bad again. And when that happened, I remember I told myself that next time it happened I would say something. And so I got out of the car because she was coming out of the Domino's, and I was like, hi, I'm so sorry, like, also, I'm saying this with like tears in my eyes. I was like, I just want to let you know, like, I understand this is your job, I understand this is your service, but it's kind of rude to go up to people because then you're acknowledging the fact that you think their skin is bad or like something's wrong. And like, if people are in need of your service, are gonna come find you. It doesn't help. Like, as someone who's had this done to them, it doesn't help. Oh my god, I can't right now. Like, and like everyone's eating pizza and I'm just sitting here crying. Hey guys, it is February 8th, 2:10 p.m. I was going through so much mentally that I wasn't keeping up with this video. I talk about it in my most recent video that I have up. Here's my skin now, and honestly for me it's drastically improved. This is all just like pigmentation. There's no texture right now except for like a couple of bumps here, and I changed my skincare routine. I think the main things that I changed were the cleansers. I followed this TikTok, and so I used the purple onion foam cleanser for the night. I use a yam root milk cleanser in the morning, which I think is so much better for my skin than the benzoyl peroxide wash. I don't think my skin was ever a fan of benzoyl peroxide. I wanted to give it a second chance, but it was just too harsh on my skin, and the milk cleanser leaves it with like a better texture. I also started using this moisturizer. All these you can get on Amazon. I also heavily believe that me getting sleep again and my mental health improving definitely is one of the biggest factors to my skin clearing up. And so kind of where the last clip left off, I was at retreat when I was going through that. After I took that video, I called Chelsea and she sent me this like huge paragraph. I sat with one of my friends outside while everybody was inside talking because I just wasn't in the mood. And I ended up opening up to two of my other friends who I was sharing a room with about how insecure I felt, especially because of that incident about having to take off my makeup in front of everyone. It was like a whole big deal that I made it. Like, I wanted to crawl into a hole. They were like my football, what's it called, like defenders. They were like surrounding me, and we would go to the bathroom as one and then come back. We were there for 2 nights. The second night wasn't any better. I was still self-conscious. In the morning, I woke up at 8 a.m. and I was on breakfast duty, but I could hear everyone already awake, and I didn't want to have to use the bathroom when everyone was using it. And so I pretended to sleep until 10. Like, that's how bad it was. But then after retreat, I wasn't so bothered by my acne because I could deal with it in the privacy of my own home. When I'm taking off my makeup, it's at home. I was just dealing with a lot in life, especially with my mental health. So I wasn't really able to think about my skin. And then it just kind of started clearing up on its own without me really even realizing. So I guess the question now is, now that my skin is kind of clearing up, did I ever fundamentally learn that lesson that skin isn't that deep? And I like to think so, because now even when this is like all showing, I don't really care anymore. I think it's really hard to not completely care, especially when it's something that I've been recurringly dealing with since middle school, but it doesn't matter to me anymore as much as it used to. And I think the biggest test will be when or if my acne ever comes back as bad as it did. When you treat it like a big deal, it becomes a big deal. And so when I don't treat it like a big deal, it's not. And sometimes like I'll see a photo that someone took where my skin is super accentuated by the lighting, and then I care about it for a second, and then I'm like, do I really care? And I think that's how I'm just gonna treat any incident. Like, this is just my skin. Like, it is what it is, you know? And I don't know. I don't really know how to close off this video. I hope that if you're also dealing with acne, maybe you feel a little less alone and seen. And if you do resonate with any of these experiences, my heart really goes out to you. Trust me when I say I know how damaging it is to your own self-image. But I want to remind you, you are yourself regardless of what your skin looks like, how you treat people, how your self-identity, your self-personality, how your loved ones love you doesn't change. It's not conditional to how your skin looks. You are beautiful with it. You know, acne has shaped a lot of who I am, and I'm sure that's the same for any of you. It teaches you a lot about empathy and a lot about not caring about your looks, and so you're beautiful because of acne too. It is a whole process, and I get that. So wherever you are at with it, whether you're in denial, grief, anger, or maybe where I'm at with acceptance, just know that they're all completely valid emotions. And if you ever need to have someone going through it with you, you can always come back to this video, because I genuinely went through like the 7 stages of grief. I was grieving over my skin. Your skin isn't everything. And trust me, I can say that with complete confidence. Okay, I'll see you guys in the next video. Thank you for coming along this journey with me. Bye.